you was like, you looked at me, I was like, 9, how old you are, 10. And then you didn't reply, I was like, 10, right? So I didn't know how old you were. I just thought because you didn't say nothing, I thought I was wrong, and I know I was right. Okay, go to YouTube. I'm gonna give you my channel, and all you gotta do is subscribe.
We all know this will merely delay the inevitable. It will accomplish little more than a few sore throats for the Senate clerks.
The relief bill includes $350 billion for state and local governments, even though the New York Times reports the pandemic lockdown did not bring the financial disaster that many governors feared.
We have 21 states where the
Did you mind this morning before we went to the library?
need to bail out.
Republicans believe they are on offense on reopening schools, arguing the $170 billion in this package is unnecessary because
I don't know. What's up?
it's unspent. And Democrats are afraid of a key constituency.
Alright, type in storm, okay?
Teachers union that they look up to and respect.
Now, did you type it in?
No, and that's why this administration.
Now, you know the 3 little bars, the 3 lines?
Yeah.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is watching the Senate process because the House
Hit it.
needs to vote on the modified bill. But
Scroll down until you find
the
live.
Senate GOP is just wasting time.
Scroll down until you find live.
An amendment some of the Republicans want to be read, but that's so much about the, shall we say, the wisdom of that.
At this hour, the clerk is still reading the 628 pages of text of this bill. In fact, let's listen in for a moment.
Subtitle A.
Did you find live?
Division N of the Consolidated Appropriations Act, 2021, Public Law 116.
You don't see filters?
Section 3207. Relief measures for Section 502.
Whenever that wraps up, there will be 20 hours of debate.
You don't see
and
filters?
votes on
Your name
amendments.
is just Storm?
No, type in storm Fortnite.
Every single bit of it. I brew the coffee.
All right, brew another cup of coffee, you'll need it. Mike Vandal voiced us down the street of the Capitol. Mike, thanks. Thank you. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is postponing today's scheduled release of new guidelines for people who have received the coronavirus vaccine. This comes as the inoculation numbers continue to rise. Correspondent Jonathan Sarah tells us where things stand tonight from Atlanta.
Good item table number 6. The U.S. has administered more than 80 million COVID vaccinations, with roughly 16% of Americans receiving at least one dose. Vaccination rates are approaching 2 million per day.
By the time we get to the fall, with the implementation of the vaccine program, you're going to see something that's noticeably in the direction of going back to normality.
The CDC is now encouraging states to prioritize people with disabilities or cognitive decline for vaccination. California announced it will set aside 40% of new vaccine doses for neighborhoods with high transmission rates. A federal official tells Fox News the CDC is not finished with its upcoming recommendations on social activities that fully vaccinated individuals can resume safely. After an encouraging downward trend, new cases in the U.S. appear to be leveling off at 65,000 per day. Texas Governor Greg Abbott is defending his decision to lift a statewide mask mandate next week, saying he's focused on rapidly vaccinating people 65 and over, the group at highest risk for severe illness and death.
By the time my order goes into effect, more than 50% of that population will have been vaccinated.
Economic data shows southern states such as Florida lead the nation in jobs and payroll growth, while states that have yet to reopen lag behind. A day after Mississippi lifted its state mask mandate, Alabama announced its mask policy will remain for now.
Well, I'm convinced that a mask mandate has been the right thing to do. I also respect those who object and believe that this was a step too far in government overreach.
Governor Ivey says Alabama's mandate will remain through April 9 to give businesses time to develop their own policies. Kroger, Target, and other major chains say they will continue requiring masks in stores, even in states without mandates. John?
Jonathan Sarah from Atlanta tonight. John, thanks. One story from beyond our borders tonight. Iraq is deploying thousands of additional security personnel to protect Pope Francis during his 4-day visit to that country. A series of rocket and suicide bomb attacks has raised fears for the Catholic leader's safety. The visit, which begins tomorrow, is the first ever by a pope to Iraq. The pope plans to visit 4 cities and meet with Iraq's top Shiite Muslim cleric. Up next, the trial begins soon for the police officer accused in the death of George Floyd. We'll have a live
with our 3 skincare systems, all with clinically proven ingredients to clear skin and dermatologist tested to be gentle. Subscribe today, risk-free at proactive.com.
Hiring? ZipRecruiter finds us the best people for the job. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate in the first day. With ZipRecruiter, we get hiring results. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/Fox.
With the Dish Anywhere app, you can watch what you want, where you want, at no extra charge.
Kids, bedtime.
Which is a good thing, because life is full of little surprises.
Ready to what?
Even when there's an unexpected change in venue. Watch what you want, where you want, on up to 5 devices. At no extra charge. Dish. Tuned in to you.
Turning 65. At Aetna, we take a total connected approach to your health and wellness to help you age actively. With Medicare Advantage plans designed for the whole you, we offer monthly plan premiums starting at $0. Hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage in one simple plan, plus dental, vision, and hearing. Aetna Medicare Advantage plans. Call today to learn more to be connected to a local agent in your community, and we'll send you a $10 Visa reward card with no obligation to enroll.
Jersey Mike's 10th annual Day of Giving is almost here. Here in Los Angeles, we're giving it all for Cancer for College. In Dallas, we're helping wipe out kids' cancer.
In New Jersey, we give our all to making kids' dreams come true.
In Virginia, we're helping kids in need get to college.
And over 200 local charities serve nationwide.
So order up some subs on March 31st and know that it's all for a great cause.
Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above. My name is Kelly Lane, and this is my husband Marty, and I have been taking Balance of Nature for 12 years now.
20.
You've been taking it for 20
Well,
years.
I found it and loved it. Oh, I noticed right off the bat, just in the very beginning, that I didn't get sick as often.
And he introduced me to it, so in 2009, about a year after we got married, I had some health challenges that required several months of weekly follow-up. It helped me rebound a lot faster because I was eating the things that my body needed that I couldn't eat on a daily basis.
I think it had a very positive effect on not only me and my lifestyle, but for her, I think it's made a dramatic effect.
And 100%, firm believer in it.
Start your journey with the best fruit and vegetable product on the market today. Go to balanceofnature.com and use discount code FOXNEWS.
The auction website eBay is pulling a half dozen Dr. Seuss titles from its site. The Wall Street Journal reports the online marketplace is removing the books after the publishers took them out of print. Hundreds of listings of the books have been on eBay since that decision, which came after the Loudoun County, Virginia School Board claimed that the works contained offensive imagery. Some were going for more than $1,000 on the site. Following up on a story from last night, Fox News has learned the Fairfax County, Virginia Planning Commission voted unanimously against the proposed flag restrictions. The rules would have limited the size and number of flags that can be displayed in front of a home or a business. Still, the full Board of Supervisors will take up the matter next week, since last night's vote is seen merely as a recommendation. The chairman says the proposed ordinance would be consistent with almost every other locality in the region. That prevents residents from flying any flag they want from a flagpole of any height on their property. The trial of the Minneapolis police officer accused in the death of George Floyd begins next week. We will have a live report from Minneapolis in a moment. First, congressional correspondent Jackie Heinrich on Capitol Hill with what lawmakers in Washington are doing about police tactics some say are often abused by officers.
Democrats say the George Floyd Justice and Policing bill holds police accountable. Republicans say it makes their job harder and more dangerous by banning chokeholds, penalizing no-knock warrants, and stripping away their legal shield. And they've tied the effort to progressive calls to defund police. The movement blamed for costing Democrats House seats. Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy tweeted, Democrats just voted to defund the police. The unfunded mandates in their bill would cost police departments hundreds of millions of dollars, the equivalent of taking 3,000 cops or more off the streets. But Democrats say that's not true.
This bill does not defund the police, and in fact, those groups that really believe in defunding the police do not support the bill.
And they say there's widespread misunderstanding about what the bill does.
This bill, and by extension you, Mr. Speaker, want to take this vest off my husband's back.
The bill doesn't take away SWAT vests, but it does limit transfers of military equipment like drones and weapons. But Republicans and some Democrats balk at removing qualified immunity, a legal provision shielding police from civil lawsuits. The National Sheriff's Association says it will keep law enforcement officers from making crucial, split-second, life or death decisions to stop a lethal threat. Democrats say qualified immunity offers no protection for officers facing criminal prosecution.
The officer that killed George Floyd was looking at the camera as he killed him. Why? Because he felt he could operate in impunity.
Without changes, the bill is likely dead in the Senate, where Democrats filibustered a reform effort by Republicans last session.
It's pretty disgusting what happened last year. He said, give us your amendments. Tell us how you want to improve it. No, they just voted against it. So the Democrats don't want to do justice reform.
There are bipartisan talks, but there likely won't be enough votes to pass it unless police get to keep qualified immunity. John.
Jackie Heinrich on Capitol Hill. Now to the growing tension on the ground in the Twin Cities area. Correspondent Matt Finn is live tonight in Minneapolis with that.
Monday marks the beginning of jury selection in Derek Chauvin's murder trial, with images fresh in their minds of last summer's looting and mayhem after George Floyd's death. Some Minneapolis businesses are bracing for a possible second wave.
You come in here and you really feel just devastated. It's just a real low that this could even happen, in the United States of America.
Lloyd Thurston's family-owned jewelry store was smashed in and looted.
We were stepping over your glass and stuff. You got bullet holes in your glass, and you feel really taken advantage of.
114 years on Lake Street.
Small business owners across Minneapolis say they've increased security and are more prepared.
We're going to blow it up again. Yes, definitely will be some beach this time, but we do have to protect ourselves.
There's a little salt. It takes a while to rebuild their businesses.
Tom Roberts owns a shopping plaza that was destroyed and is being rebuilt.
All of this is new flooring, new barber chairs, new stations.
His tenants, like Jay Chow, are mostly immigrants.
A lot of the suffering were minority business owners too, and a lot of us start from scratch. They just found an opportunity and they just took what they want.
At the downtown location of the trial, there's massive fencing, razor wire, and more windows being boarded. Local, state, and federal agencies like the FBI have combined with the goal to promote peaceful demonstrations, something business and property owners say they're hoping for.
It took a long time for us to, build a business, and, we'll always be dedicated and focused to rebuild, because that's just American dream.
And 9 months after the riots, this Wells Fargo bank that was lit on fire is now finally being demolished. And as you drive around the city right now, you could still easily spot all of the devastation. Some businesses that may never rebuild. John.
You got to people, Matt, and we're looking at everything coming up next week and saying, is this going to happen again? Matt Finn in Minneapolis, where they're watching and waiting tonight. Matt, thank you. Up next, the panel on the growing immigration challenges for the new president along the southern border.
You're going to go to your vehicle to go start your day, and you don't know if they're hiding in your truck bed or what.
Right now is a great time to buy a new home. So what can give you a competitive edge? Rocket can. A verified approval from Rocket Mortgage helps your offer stand out. Rocket Technology provides a rock-solid verification of your income, assets, and credit, giving sellers greater confidence in you and your offer. So when you need the speed, ease, and confidence to buy the home that's right for you, Rocket can. Visit rocketmortgage.com or call us today.
Guys, is this your new normal? My problem is right in
Right here.
Lose the weight with Nutrisystem for Men. Lose up to 18 pounds in your first month. Lose weight fast. Money back guarantee.
I got to eat all of my favorite foods.
This Nutrisystem for
Shut up!
Men is new normal.
That's all I did. I ate the food, I lost the weight.
Act now and save 50% off a month of food and
Where's
savings.
Go
online or call 877-977-6 to save 50% on a month of food and shakes.
Have you noticed more bruising as you age? You're not alone. Now you can help improve the appearance of bruises with Derm Bruise Formula. Healthier bruise skin,
Find Dermen Moisturizing Bruise Formula now in the first aid aisle. Let's get checked for a full. Let's get fast, accurate results. Introducing Let's Get Checked. Health testing you do at home. Know your health. Know yourself. Order now at letsgetchecked.com.
1 in 2 kids is under.
Shut up!
Plant-powered Creative Roots gives kids the hydration they need with the fruit flavors they love. Less sugar. Find Creative Roots in the kids' juice.
Heard that?
Look at that with filet of fish.
Shut up!
Make it swear if you want Baker's Arby's crispy fish.
Put your AirPods in.
6 come and get up there. Arby's. We have the meat.
Darby, put your AirPods in so you hear me when you're playing, okay?
You watch them, buy them,
Stop!
write them in town, and beg for everything.
I'm gonna hang up.
There are so many
5, 4, I'm gonna hang up. 3.
and some might say most hard, and some are only
Skylar!
but they are small businesses.
Skylar! 5, 4, 3. Answer 5.
So we're upping the benefits without upping the price. Introducing Magenta Max. Now unlimited free.
Skylar. Skylar. Bro, I'm gonna hang up. Skylar. Skylar.
What is this button do? What is this button do?
Skylar.
Hey, Audrey, I said get away from me!
Skylar, put your AirPods in so you can hear me when I'm talking, okay, Skylar?